Billionaire, all-in Tesla stock investor now says that Elon is irreplaceable. He said, I stated as his fanboy, I invested because of Elon. Of course, I prefer Elon to be the CEO, but he abandoned Tesla. To be clear, like Gary Black, I wish Elon quickly finds a CEO of Twitter. Gary and I want Elon to be the CEO and techno king of Tesla full time. He is irreplaceable. This appears to be a little bit of a U-turn. I mean, you tell me after seeing this. This is from Leo before. Why tell me why Tesla matters? Elon is merely just someone that we hired, basically. He's our employee. Elon was the proud father. Tesla has grown up. An executioner, Tim Cook-like, is needed, not Elon. So we went from Elon is not needed to now Elon is irreplaceable, which, by the way, I like this change. I am really starting to think that if rhetoric like this continues from Leo, we will see a tweet one day from Elon to Leo directly. Elon asking Leo to sell his shares. I mean, literally, don't you think that by saying things like this, Elon is not needed? Not a hyperbole, not implied, but directly saying an executioner Tim Cook-like is needed, not Elon. This is directly saying that Elon is not needed. I mean, wouldn't you think that Elon is starting to think of Leo more of an enemy rather than an ally? But luckily, Leo is changing his tone. And I don't think Elon was ever full-time at Tesla anyway. Elon has SpaceX, he has Neuralink, he has the Boring Company. I don't think he was ever full-time at Tesla anyway. Now, luckily, it appears to me that tensions are going to be decreasing, but if this rhetoric continues, I think this would be bad for everyone. However, I do have to say that I would certainly at this point expect Leo to change his position again. I mean, there was an apology earlier. This is not from 18 hours ago. This is from a few days ago. This is just a screenshot. He apologized for implying that Elon dislikes, ignores, and fights his shareholders as inconvenient pests. Now, this right here is really bullish or quite bearish, potentially. Let me walk you through this. You will definitely want to see this one. This is Musk and Kushner at World Cup. Kushner runs a private equity firm, Affinity Partners, which has lots of Saudi money and reportedly up to $3 billion available, which is in total less than what Elon sold in stock just this week. So here's why it could be really bullish or quite bearish. Number one, this makes it pretty clear that Elon has not, even after selling so much Tesla stock, he has not raised enough money for whatever he's planning to do. Remember this whole debacle, if you are a new investor, Elon Musk was considering to take Tesla private at $420 per share. This is before the last two splits. After all of the splits we had, this would be equivalent to $28 per share. And it didn't happen. Supposedly money was going to come from the Saudi funds. And for whatever reason, Elon did not follow through with that. And there is certainly a possibility that funding may not go through this time here. What would happen then? We clearly know Elon is looking for more money right now. Where do you think that money would come from? More Tesla stock sales? If you said that, you are probably right. But there is also a much more bullish side to all of this. That was the bearish side. The good news is, is all of this money really going to go towards Twitter? Possibly. but maybe not. And if it is not for Twitter, here's what it is likely to be for. Remember, Elon also sold SpaceX shares. So what is he using all of this money for? Is it really just for Twitter? Well, he could be also using a large amount to exercise his options, his stock options. He's able to buy 304 million shares, almost doubling his current Tesla stock position at $23.34 per share because of his CEO Performance Award. Elon has made it very clear that he does not want to use leverage or margin loans, nothing like that. But he also did not explain why is he selling more Tesla stock and SpaceX shares. Probably we don't know for sure with SpaceX, but most likely it's Elon. We know that someone sold SpaceX shares. So perhaps this deal with Kushner and the Saudis, perhaps that's all for Twitter specifically, and selling SpaceX shares and selling Tesla stock is literally to buy more Tesla stock. Because Elon would need literally about $7 billion just to exercise these stock options. And because of the way how taxes work in the United States of America, Elon is heavily incentivized to purchase these stock options, to exercise these stock options when he believes Tesla stock has reached the bottom. Also, another reason why it could be really bullish, why he is talking to Kushner and the Saudis, if he's raising more money for Twitter, that means literally he's not selling more Tesla stock to fund Twitter. What does that mean? To me, that sounds like Elon is thinking Tesla stock is so cheap now that it is not worth it to sell more of Tesla stock at the moment. It's better to go talk to Kushner, talk to Saudis, and raise money from there. Maybe. Back to Leo here. He tweeted this. He pointed out that Elon said, forgot to say one thing at Tesla annual shareholders meeting, just as my money was the first in, it will be the last out. This was in 2013, so a very long time ago. And of course, Leo is pointing out that Elon is taking money out now and that he is not keeping his promise, or at least it would so appear at a first glance. Leo can get quite poetic at times if you like, you may read, but I have a question. When exactly is Elon Musk supposed to sell Tesla stock eventually then, if he wants to, let's say, cash out some of that money? When then? I mean, look at what Tesla stock has done if you track it from that moment. Tesla stock, a lot more than 20x during this time. Tell me, how much does the stock need to go up from the time that Elon made that promise for shareholders to be happy? Now, for me personally, I would think about 10 times. I think that's reasonable. 10 times sounds fair to me. Anything more than that, I am very happy. And literally, if a company is public already, how can you be the last one out also? It's not exactly clear, because if a company is public, then by definition, so many people have money in it that it's impossible to be the last one out, right? I mean, unless you just somehow buy everyone out, take the company private, and then you sell that private company. Maybe you could make that argument. Now, you could also make an argument that it would be by the time when Tesla achieves its goal, so producing, let's say, 20 million vehicles per year, electric vehicles, you can make that argument as well. This is going to be very subjective. I don't think there's exactly the right answer here. So Leo is not really wrong here, I don't think. It's how everyone interprets it. For me, I would say 10x market cap of a company, and I'm good. I'm happy. I hope that the rhetoric calms down, that there is no fighting. This is a tweet from yesterday, so Leo was still not happy yesterday, clearly. Interestingly, he didn't call out Elon using his name. He said whereas Tesla CEO did those sins, sold $39 billion worth of Tesla stock, which I don't think that's a sin. I mean, Elon can do that. I don't like that he does it. I hate it when Elon sells it because that could mean a lot of things. When insiders sell, I don't see that as a good thing ever. Unless it's scheduled from a long time ago, then we know, okay, you are exiting the company, then it's fine. Jeff Bezos sold Amazon stock regularly almost every single year for 2 decades, something like that. Brought 50 software engineers working and sleeping in his private company's office. Yeah, well, the 50 software engineers, you could also possibly make an argument that with these engineers at Twitter initially, it just helps Elon get everything done faster. In other words, Elon can come back to Tesla faster. So there's that argument as well. But Leo has a point there with the 50 engineers. And sleeping in the office at Twitter, yeah, well, what are we going to do? Tell Elon that he cannot work at Twitter at all? I'm afraid if you give him that ultimatum, he will choose Twitter and not Tesla. So I would not even want to bring up that ultimatum to him. And these are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. My name is Matt Posius. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.